Shri Nara Lokesh, the Honorable Minister for Information Technology and HRD. Lokesh, it's a great honor to have you with us, and you will give us now the keynote address for this event.
I thought this event was a political event. Ashok Gajapati Rajgaru, who I've seen growing up, is the senior most member of Telugu Party. I have a lot of memories with him. Maybe I can share one of it here. He was the only person who would come out of Mr. Naidu's chamber in our old house in Jubilee Hills, come out, go to a corner and have a smoke. And I would ask him, I don't think father is too worried, he should do it. He said, no, it's sort of great respect, I do this outside. He's been a great mentor to me. He's been a great supporter to the party, to the family. And I thank him for all his support. To Ramu, who's my younger brother, who brings a lot of energy to the party, to all of us. Of course, his Hindi is much better than his Telugu. And to Anita Garu, I think the only Home Minister in India who has more than 23 cases against her. And I hope she's working on getting them cleared. To Nadan Manor Garu, who stood by us personally, was always with me during the tough times, was a great counsel for me. Especially the 53 days that Mr. Naidu was arrested. Almost on a daily basis, we would actually interact, share feedback. And it was his support that today, NDA has won 94% of the seats that we have contested in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Manor Garu. Prabhu uncle, he is an uncle for me. He is much fitter than me, no second thoughts about it. But he's an uncle. He's been a great supporter of the family since the 80s. As Amma has said, he stood by us during our tough times. He continues to be with us during our good times. I really appreciate all the support, uncle. Amma made a statement today that behind every successful man, there's a successful woman, and I'd like to change that a little. There's a sacrifice of a successful woman. I've seen it in home. I've seen the sacrifices that Amma has made. I see the sacrifices that Brahmani is making because I have chosen a path. And I'm sure Lakshmi Auntie has sacrificed a lot to make what Prabhu Uncle is today. So I think we should really celebrate the women who have unconditionally supported us during tough times. To Varun, to Varsha, thank you very much for having me here. I think it's a great legacy. All of us are lucky to have. I think it's a legacy to take forward. And I call this legacy a banyan tree effect. If you look at a banyan tree, no other plant grows around it. So the legacies are such big. And I've always even resonated with my own instance where I have a father who's larger than life. So how do you grow under the banyan tree? It is a challenge, and it's a challenge worth taking on. So we will build this in 2 years. We will build this in 2 years and we'll do it together. Of course, Visakhapatnam is very close to our heart. We've shared great memories. Honestly, when the state was together, it was all about Hyderabad. 2014, when the state got bifurcated, it was really about Visakhapatnam. I still remember when Hudud happened. Hudud was hitting Visakhapatnam. In the house, we had a Seemantam function in the farm. I remember it so well. So Mr. Naidu came there and he was just there to put Akshantalu, and then he left and he was on the phone asking the central government for various other supports because he knew that Hudud will come. And literally he left that day, he flew to Rajahmundry. He actually flew to Visakhapatnam. The flight couldn't land, landed in Rajahmundry and came to Visakhapatnam. via helicopter, and he landed in Visakhapatnam airport. I still remember that picture. I was not there with him. I was still in the party. I was not part of the government. But I remember the picture where the entire roof of the airport was gone. All there were standing walls. And looking at him just walk through that building was so surreal for all of us. Back then, who believed that Visakhapatnam is our future. But it was amazing resilience that we are able to turn it around. And I mean, people of Visakhapatnam are just amazing. Because when Mr. Naidu gave a call saying, don't celebrate Diwali because there's dried leaf everywhere, and it's a fire hazard, no one celebrated Diwali. And hats off to the people of Visakhapatnam, to your resilience, to your support. And 2019, while the entire state voted in one direction, Visakhapatnam voted in the other direction. It really means a lot for us politically. And the MLAs that you have elected stood by us during our tough times. But I also have a grouse. And that was in 2024 elections. I remember I was sitting in the conference room, Mangalgiri counting was happening. And I was so excited. I said, I created history. 91,413 votes. No, don't clap yet. I'm like, yeah, I created history. It's amazing. And I remember, I think he's here only. My secretary Naresh came. He said, sorry, sir. I said, what happened? He said, your record is broken. Who broke it? I said, Palla Srinu Anna from Gajwaka broke it. I said, chalo, second place. Okay, so I think that's where the losers start. But chalo, I'll accept it. That's reality. So I went to collect my certificate. I came back and I was just stepping out. Then my PRO comes. He says, boss, now you're third. I said, how did this happen, boss? I just went and came out. He said, now Beamley is second. I mean, it just shows, and adding to what Ramu said, that Visakhapatnam knows how to show politicians their place. We're very humbled by it. So it puts greater responsibility on all of us to work hard, to do good to Visakhapatnam. I hope Ram's speech was not telecasted live because other parts of Andhra Pradesh should be very upset with me. As our Chief Minister has always stated, one state, one capital, but development should be decentralized. A lot of work has happened in the past. And with brand Babu coming back, the brand Visakhapatnam today is really flying high. And it's really exciting. And it's a privilege that I was part of the foundation stone ceremony for the state-of-the-art project that Prabhu Kishore uncle is spearheading from the front. It will not only be an iconic building in Visakhapatnam, but I believe it will be an iconic building in India. Every city requires an iconic building that we associate with. So in Hyderabad, it was the Cyber Tower. And I really, really hope that Varun Bay Sands would be that one building that all of us can associate with IT and development in the state of Andhra Pradesh. As a government, we are really determined to build brand Visakhapatnam strong and take it forward. I understand in the last 5 years, all of us have suffered, some more, some less. The many instances where Mr. Naidu even tried coming to Visakhapatnam and he was not allowed to leave Visakhapatnam airport. There were instances when Babu Garu wanted to go to Ram Tirtham. And it was the then SPs themselves who personally ensured that dumpers and tippers blocked the road. So I think from that sad state of affairs today, I think there's a sense of liberation that all of us have. And last night I got a chance to meet with second, third generation entrepreneurs, and all of them were sharing that feedback with me. But rest assured, we are in this for long run. As NDA, we are very committed to Visakhapatnam. If you look at it, Lulu that ran away and that publicly stated they'll invest in every state of India except Andhra Pradesh is now coming back and investing here in Visakhapatnam. And needless to say, the Varun Bay Sands would be an iconic building. apart from the investments, I mean, we can talk in crores, but what got me excited is the number of jobs it's going to create. What is important for India today is the number of jobs we're going to create. And this is going to be a very important landmark to kickstart the economic activity here in Visakhapatnam. And what got me even more exciting is that it's going to be the first grade A office space that's going to be available in Visakhapatnam. So I guarantee the Varun Group that before you build, we'll definitely buy a tenant, and I know that we're going to do it in 2 years. And saying that, in the last 10 months, serious announcements have happened for Visakhapatnam. If you look at the ArcelorMittal project, it's a marquee steel city that's getting built here, south of Visakhapatnam. TCS is going to start in Millennium Towers, and we're hoping in the next 1 month we'll be able to even allocate land for them to build a world-class development center here in Visakhapatnam. Apart from that, if you look at it in different parts of the state, LG Electronics, Tata Power, BPCL, NTPC, various other projects have really taken off. And through these projects, we envisage 8 lakh crore investments coming into Andhra Pradesh, creating close to 5 lakh jobs, which is, something substantive that we've been able to achieve in the first 10 months of the government. So our Chief Minister keeps saying it's no longer about ease of doing business, it's about its speed of doing business. So I was very lucky. When I went to Bombay, Chandra sir was very kind to host us in Bombay House. And after that meeting, we were able to move on multiple fronts, including, of course, the hotel, but Tata Power, TCS, Air India. So substantive progress has been made, and you'll see soon major announcements happening for the state of Andhra Pradesh. So it's really exciting times. It's really exciting for Visakhapatnam and North Andhra. In multiple forums I've shared this. Our vision is to create $1 trillion economy in the greater Visakha region. It's not about the state, it's about the region. This area has the raw potential. Today, thanks to the last government, we slipped from 9th largest economic city to the 10th position. So we lost 1 position. I know Bharat is murmuring, mumbling. We want to make it the 5th largest economic city. We believe that Visakhapatnam has that raw energy, power, entrepreneurial spirit. You've elected great set of MLAs, Member of Parliament. Now it's on their head that they lead from the front and ensure that we make Visakhapatnam the 5th largest economic city in India. And as an IT minister, I want to make it very clear that Visakhapatnam is going to be our IT destination for Andhra Pradesh. And in the next 5 years, our agenda is very clear. The roadmap is set. We will create 5 lakh IT jobs here in the greater Visakhapatnam region. This will require support from all of you, from the local community. A lot of people asked me questions yesterday. If you're going to bring so many companies, what's going to happen with our infrastructure? Yes, we are going to shake up Visakhapatnam. No second thoughts about it. Infrastructure will be built. Yesterday I got a chance to travel around the city with Bharat, your MP here. We discussed threadbare on the infrastructure that needs to come in, the support that we need to do, the world-class stadiums that need to get built. Yesterday I got an opportunity to actually be part of the amazing Delhi Capitals victory here in Visakhapatnam, and I was jokingly telling to GMR that they should relocate the team to Visakhapatnam because it got a lot of luck. But apart from that, from getting matches here to concerts here, we really want to create a vibrant city here, and we will support all out. I'd like to thank all the officials here from the tourism department, from the police department for their amazing support. I think this is all the beginning, and I believe that under the leadership of Prabhu Uncle, this is a catalyst that will really get Visakhapatnam going. And before I finish, as everyone was saying, so Prabhu Uncle was saying that he doesn't have the button or the magic wand. He does have it. He has 2 amazing children, and he should now let them lead this project from the front and drive them like no tomorrow to deliver on it. And believe me, our leader only says one thing: dare to dream, try to achieve. If Amravati is going to get built, the core capital area is going to get built in 3 years. I'm sure we can build your project in 2 years. And you identified a very young, dynamic contractor anyway. So he's here among the audience, and I'm sure with his energy, we can all make this happen. So it's not only important for your group or your family, this project, it's very important for the state and for Visakhapatnam, and to literally catapult us to the next level. So we are in it as much as you are, and it's brand Visakhapatnam. As always, I've said to you, our support is unconditional. I've only said I'll write one number in the bottom of it, which is the number of jobs you need to create. And only on that number I'll hold you accountable for, and nothing else. As a state, we are all here to support. I see Collector Sir here, I see Senior Secretary Tourism here. We are all here to support. Durgesh Garu has state's interest in his heart. And he has, of course, an amazing target of 50,000 keys to build in the next 5 years. And there is going to be a lot of hotels coming up in Visakhapatnam. So it's no longer going to be about big versus small. It's going to be about fast versus slow. And I'm really looking forward to completing this project in the next 2 years and changing the landscape of Visakhapatnam. And I look forward to again meeting all of you 2 years from now. I think we should mark the date time. So 31st of March, 2027. Varun, are we ready? March 31st, 2027, before the financial year closes. So you'll get the depreciation advantage. So you'll get the depreciation advantage also. So let's do it. I think these 2 years is worth taking a challenge on. And I look forward to this building taking shape. So I'd like to thank Who's Who of Visakhapatnam for making it to this event. It means a lot. Your support means a lot. And from bottom of my heart, as Telugu Desam Party, we owe a lot to Visakhapatnam. You stood by us during a tough time. When Mr. Naidu was wrongfully arrested, it was Visakhapatnam that also played a very important role. All of you came out, stood by us, for us, and that meant a lot. And rest assured, Visakhapatnam is going to be our economic capital of Andhra Pradesh, and we will deliver. So Bhogapura Airport is going to be launched soon. It's about a year away. So I jokingly tell Ramu that I think Bhogapura Airport will get done before Vijayawada Airport. So he knows that I keep telling that, but no, I think it's a good competition. You need to at least finish it a year ahead than Bhogapuram. But I think Bhogapura Airport will definitely leapfrog the entire ecosystem, and with Metro project personally being driven by MP Bharat, I think there's something to really look forward to. And together, as a young team, we look forward to working together with the leadership here to make Visakhapatnam the 5th largest economic city in India. So thank you very much. Really appreciate your time, and Jai Hind.